Hello, gang. I'm just trying to figure out how to make this window bigger. Oh, I suppose I can move it around. Okay. That might be confusing, but here we go. So, what I wanted to show you guys is I'm gone today. I'm at a training. So I will be gone, but I will be back tomorrow. I wanted to go over just the zoo yesterday and what we're doing today and tomorrow. And then you guys are going to watch Bill Nye Cells because we're starting a new unit. So the first thing I wanted to show you is the plan of attack tomorrow. So first thing that is just awesome that I wanted to show you is we are at 705 items already. When I read the announcement this morning, we were at 748. That means we have done so many items just in a couple hours. So keep up the good work. As I tell my advisory, is it's kind of our role as human beings to help others in need if we can. Some of us can't. Some of us had parents who lost our jobs. Some of us, don't have money right now during this holiday season. So I always say sometimes you need to be helped and sometimes it's your job to help. I am simply asking you to ask yourself is if you are able, have you done your part? If you are able, have you done your part? So make sure you can still bring in tomorrow, you guys. Let's try to go for 800. I know I'm being gutsy, but I think we can do it. So let's try to go for 800. The plan of attack for tomorrow is this. So first and foremost, if you have Miss Kirchner or Miss Kleppel for advisory, and I spelled advisory wrong, so bear with me. But we are outside tomorrow in the morning, and it's supposed to be extremely cold tomorrow, so I'm going to reinforce this. Hello, dress warm, dress warm, dress warm. And that's a reminder for myself, too. As for tomorrow, here's the process. First and second hour, we're going to be doing the giving train, which means we're going to line up. Your advisory has a certain location, and they'll tell you tomorrow. You're going to line up all the way from A Hall all the way down to the side door where you're going to load stuff into my truck. That's where Kleppel and Kirchner are going to load the truck. So that's going to be awesome. We're going to sing some songs. But please remember that tomorrow, first and second hour, is not about you. It's about helping others. So I do not want to hear any complaining or anything because it's supposed to be really fun and give you kind of goosebumps and a good feeling. So no, first and second hour is not about you. It's about giving to others in need. So thanks for all your hard work, you guys. I'm very proud to be a teacher at this school right now. Third hour, we're going to do a processing activity. You will be told what room you're in tomorrow morning. So for example, Kirchner, Kleppel, and Miller are in my room, and we all have an activity to do just to kind of process how the giving went and friends in need. Fourth hour, you will go to your normal fourth hour, and my advisor, my fourth hour, I'm hoping they can bring in games because we're going to play games. Then you'll have a normal lunch. Fifth to seventh hour, you will go to your designated movie room, which you will be told tomorrow. So this is the plan for tomorrow. You do need a writing utensil, but that is all you need. So this is a plan tomorrow, and again, I'm really super proud of you guys. Good job. It makes me feel really proud to work at Oltmann. These are the days where I'm like, you're darn right I work here. So good job, you guys. Okay, the zoo process. So let me find it up here. Here we go. So before we do this, people have asked me what's the process now with the zoo. So I'm going to grade probably around the 19th or 20th. I'm going to come in and grade all the assignments. And I will also I'll enter those probably for sure by the 25th, by Christmas. So that will be entered by then. There is a makeup assignment, so I haven't made it up yet, but if you want 5 points, you're going to do this. If you want 10 points, you're going to do this. So I will have a way for you to make up points if you do not like your score, so keep that in mind. But right now, what I would like you to do is sign on to your Schoology. Okay, so wait till I'm done going over instructions. Sign on to Schoology. You're going to click the Zoo Exhibit Redesign folder. Okay, and then you're going to see this, Zoo Group Ratings. For people without iPads, I do have paper copies up front. But the Zoo Group Ratings, blah, 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 this is what it's going to look like. And here's how you do it. So if I worked in a group, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to say, Miss Kirchner, she did amazing. She does everything amazing. So she gets 15 out of 15 because you're going to score it 1 out of 15. That Miss Kleppel, however, she slacked. She always didn't do the work. She painted a tree for 4 days. That slacker, Miss Kleppel. So I'm going to give her a 6 because she was there every day, but she really needed a lot of hand-holding and she didn't do her part. Mr. Taylor matched my effort. We both worked equally hard. He did everything he could in his ability every day. And that stinker Miss Miller, man, she is a lazy kid. She's never there. She didn't do her part, so I'm going to give her, but she did a little bit more than that, Miss Kleppel, so I'm going to give her an 8. Make sure you're especially honest on yourself, please. Because remember, if there is a discrepancy, meaning the numbers don't make sense with everybody, because normally, if everyone's honest, the numbers are pretty accurate from group member to group member. And if they're not accurate, I'm going to pull you all aside, and you will have to write down in detail every part you did. Like, I want to know, did you do 2 out of 4 trees? I want to know in detail, and then I will pick. Here, you're going to do the same thing again. Okay, only this is how many absences. Miss Kirchner was not absent ever. Miss Kleppel was absent once, but she made up her work at home. So I'm actually going to give her a 0, even though she was gone once. Mr. Taylor was never gone. Miss Miller, the reason she had a low score in the first place is she was gone 4 times and never made up her work. Okay, so that's what you're going to do for these. And again, make sure you're first and you're very honest about your number. This bottom part here, you don't have to write anything. This is just something I need to know about that you really think it's important that I know. So that's what this is about. So I'm just letting you know. Fill this in, push send, and this will have to do with the other parts. Because just a reminder is, this is what I'm going to use to grade your activity. This is taking longer than I thought. But this is what I'm going to do to grade your activity. And then this is, oops, sorry. It's the rubric you guys have been looking at. It's taking forever to load, but that's the rubric you've been looking at. And then I'm going to, the 15 extra points to make it 100 is going to be what you voted. So this is the rubric I'm using. You've had access to this. Okay. But if you see on the bottom, it's out of 85. And that's where the 15 points comes from your group. Again, be honest. I'm going to be able to figure out what's going on here. And again, you can make up your points. If you didn't do your part, just admit you did your part or didn't do your part. If you did your part, give yourself credit. Otherwise, today you are watching Bill Nye. I don't have a worksheet for you, but you are expected to watch that. It is not an option. Your heads are up. You are watching. Remember, Bill Nye is what I use to introduce a unit, and he goes over everything that I am going to have on the test. So we're starting our cell units. Like, all living things are made of cells, which is what the learning target's asking today. And we're going to learn about why cells look different from each other because they have different jobs. We're going to talk about cell division. Cells is one of my favorite units. We're going to bring out those awesome microscopes, so I'm really pumped. But we're back to vocab, folks. We're back to the cell phone jail, and we're back to learning target. So remember, I do expect good expectations in my class. You're listening, you're being respectful. You're doing what I asked. It's not the free reign, kind of like the zoo exhibit where you got to just work and do what you wanted. Now there are expectations. So, quick review before your amazing substitute here puts on Bill Nye. Is Kirchner Kleppel dress warm tomorrow? Remember, tomorrow's supposed to be a fun day. Thanks for all you guys did. It's awesome. Remember to vote for your group. When I'm done talking here, you're going to get about 5 minutes to vote. And then we are going to watch Bill Nye, and I do expect that you watch it. I should be able to ask you questions afterwards about what you learned. And in fact, the sub hopefully can ask you a couple questions about what you learned. Thanks for everything, you guys. You are awesome, and I hope you have a great, amazing day. I will be back tomorrow. Bye.